that should be live. Just close that for now. This should be live. Cool. Cool. How far behind is this? Okay. I'll go back to this. Okay, so that's working. Don't want to step on that. And now I can go over here, move the mic. Let's get into the seat. Move the mic. Hopefully the fan isn't too loud because I have it on and it's a little bit over here. I'm trying to have a point only towards me, not me and the mic. Alright. Hi. It has been a very hot minute since I've last streamed or made a video. Or both. Hopefully you guys have been doing well. I've been doing alright. Life has been crazy busy. And this is a little loud. Give me a moment. There we go. Yeah. What was it? Late May and then all of June was just chaotic. There was a lot going on, so I was to the point where I just barely had, I barely had time for myself. And then we're in July. June flew by so quickly, and then here in July, or actually, let's go back just a little bit too. Like the very tail end of June, I thought I was going to be a little less busy. I was kind of wrong. I was busy again. Just stuff going on, and sadly, that had to take priority. But now we're back, and quite honestly, I'm really happy that I can stream again because it has been too long. Too long since I last streamed. I think the last time was the Corvette I want to say the C5 Corvette at Dragon Trail Seaside. So it has been quite a while since I've done a stream. And I've been having that itch to stream again. So very nice to finally scratch that itch because it has been too long. Also very nice to be back on G27 because I just haven't been able to get on here for that long. I think I'm trying to remember when was the last time, because I remember I did this time trial because there's already a time on here. I think it was Thursday or Friday that I did this. I did the time trial, and then I just haven't touched the game. At least not that I remember. Probably have, but I just don't remember. But I remember yesterday I was trying to record a couple things. I wasn't on the wheel or anything. I was just on the controller trying to see if I can record a very specific thing. And luckily I was able to record it, which was a little difficult because I wanted to I needed the camera to be at a very specific angle. And it's much easier said than done. Luckily, this camera angle was doable if you do the music replay glitch, bug, however you want to call it. So once I found out that was possible, then I had to position the car at a very specific, very specific place. That way, you'd be able to see everything that I want to be in that video. You guys will get to see it one day, but right now that's like still in progress. I don't know when I'll have it out, because it's gonna be part of the stream. Because I'm working on a couple things for the streams, and this thing is one of those things. But the good thing is that I think I pretty much got, at least for this specific thing, which I'm already going off track, I think I got the hardest thing out of the way, which is great. Because now, the things I want to do in that thing, which I sound like hella cryptic, I can basically do whatever I want. So now I'm just thinking, what should I put in here? So I'm probably going to be recording a couple things and look for things that I've already recorded from whatever, right? Like real life stuff, gaming stuff. And I can just put it in there. Yeah, so that's the fun part. I'm hoping I can have that done soon, because I think the hardest part is done. Actually, no, that was the hardest part. Trying to find like the perfect camera angle and the place to put the car in the footage. The other hard part, which honestly, I want to say this should probably be what I call the hardest part, but not really, because it's just a matter of trying to find the thing, trying to find the right song, but not just trying to find the right song. It has to be a song that isn't going to get bumped super hard by the copyright claims and all that jazz. Which is pretty difficult, because I had a song in mind, and it's like, I really want to use a song, but this song will 100% get copyright claims, which makes me really sad. So I was like, well, shoot, as much as I wanted to do that, or as much as I want to use that song, sadly, because of that, I can't use it. So I had to go looking around for royalty-free music. And quite honest, that's the thing. Like, the cool thing is, when it comes to royalty-free music, there's a whole bunch of songs that you can find that you can use in your videos. A lot of them, especially if you use the YouTube audio library, there's a pretty high chance that you can just use it in your videos and you don't have to attribute it. I mean, if it asks you to attribute it, that's not a big issue. But there's quite a few songs out there where you don't have to attribute it, so you can just download a song, use it however you like it, and you're good to go. But the problem is that a lot of these songs, or should I say most of these songs, they're not the song I'm looking for. So I have to go through all these song lists, basically just seeing whatever the music library gives me. Gosh, I'm going really slow. I have to go through all these songs, trying to find the right song that will not get me in trouble with copyright claims. and it takes quite a while. We're talking many hours. And I'm gonna be honest, like when it comes to using music on my videos or streams, I tend to get extremely picky. Like really picky to the point where like if there's like just one little part that I don't like, I don't use the entire song. Like I don't even consider the song. So I had to look around for hours on end, just trying to find the song that matches my needs. I even looked at I guess you can say third-party websites, so like Epidemic Sounds, and there was like a couple royalty-free websites I was looking at, and luckily, I kind of had an idea of what I wanted, like the kind of music I was looking for. But, ooh, John, hello. Good to see you again. I'm just rambling about the struggles of trying to find the right song for your projects, or for a project, while waiting for the new time trial to pop up. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Life's been busy, but happy to be able to do a bit of streaming again. Yeah, hopefully you've been doing well on this lovely evening or morning or day, wherever you are in the world. But yeah, but as I was saying, yes, I was looking through Epidemic Sounds. And it's like I've heard good things about them. So I was like, okay, I'll give that place a shot, and look through their music library. I was so sad when I couldn't find the kind of song I was looking for. And it also doesn't help that if I wanted to use that song, I'd have to subscribe to their service. And it's like, I don't really want to pay. Actually, I don't even know how much it costs, but I knew I'd have to pay. I think it's either by month or per year, depending on what you do. And I didn't really want to do that because I have used a service like them before, and my problem is that this service, so not Epidemic, but like someone similar to them, they had a couple songs I needed for some projects. So I went ahead and subscribed to the service. The problem is that I was paying $60 a year only to use a handful of songs from them that I'm only going to use for like one or two projects and then never touch it again. And yeah, so I'm not a big fan of that. If it was like, hey, if you want this song, just pay this amount of money and you can use that song for whatever videos you want for the entirety of your YouTube account's life or your Twitch account's life, hell yeah, I'd be down to pay a reasonable price. But I think it's only YouTube Music Library that does that, where if there's a song that can be licensed for a fee, you can do that. Although I think it's up to, I think it's probably the music record holder where they can determine the price. They can determine. They can determine if that price or the license will be just for that video or for that only one video, or if the license will be attached to your account forever. So like whatever video you make, you can use that song and don't have to pay like another fee. Because I was looking at some songs where I considered it, but then I saw, I was like, okay, you have to pay $20. In which I was already thinking, like, oh, okay, $20. Like, if I can use it for the rest of my YouTube career, hell yeah, I'd be down. But I saw it was $20 per video. I'm like, okay, never mind, no thank you. Especially if I'm going to be using that song for the streams, that's a big no-no. Which makes me sad because now I can't use that song. I mean, I could without licensing it, but then I'll just get copyright claimed like crazy, and I don't really want to deal with that. So. Oh, that was actually decent. But yeah, so unfortunately, Epidemic sound, like, as much as I've heard good things about them, it just wasn't doing it for me. Couldn't find a song that I wanted, and I was already kind of worried about how much I'd have to pay for their monthly or yearly subscription service. So that was not it. I looked at other sites, couldn't find any songs that matched my needs, so then I went back to the YouTube music library, did a lot more searching, and I was luckily able to find 2 songs that match my needs somewhat barely. Yeah, at that point, I'm like, you know what? That is good enough. And the nice thing is that with these 2 songs, I don't have to attribute it. I don't have to pay. What am I doing? I don't have to pay a fine or a fee. Don't have to attribute it. I mean, I could attribute it if I want to be nice about it, and in case if someone is crazy about what song that is. Basically, I can use it however I want and don't have to worry about getting copyright claimed. So in that case, those 2 fines are pretty damn good. Anyways, apologies for rambling on without looking at chat. Why am I using Xbox for a steering wheel? I mean, this looks like a PlayStation wheel. This specific, at least the wheelbase, this one specifically for the PlayStation. I think there's another version for the Xbox, or like PC Xbox, but this one is like specifically for the PlayStation. I think, what was it? I think it was like the CSL Elite Plus, something like that. I've had this wheel for a while, or wheelbase. I could plug it into the computer and it plays just fine. Just gotta fiddle with a couple settings. because I've done that in the past during my very brief career in Assetto Corsa. Assetto Corsa Competizione. And I remember trying this wheel for European and American truck sims. It works. But I know it's mainly... I know this specific wheelbase was made for PlayStation. But anyways. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy I was able to find those two songs, because that essentially ends my music search for now. So one song is going to be for the current project I'm working on. The other song is going to be for another project, which will start after I finish this project. There is a third project, but luckily I don't really have to do much, because it's been done for ages. I could probably update it, and then I should be good. Gosh, this car is something else. I remember when I did this time trial last week, this one had me stumped. I mean, to be fair, it still has me stumped. Because I was thinking, oh yeah, it's probably going to drive like the Porsche version, but no. No, this car feels more oversteery. I don't think this car has the... I don't think it has the four-wheel steering that the other Porsche has. That's probably what's throwing me off. But for now, I'm just driving around, trying to get used to this game again. And waiting for the new Lifetime Challenge to drop. So once the new Lifetime Challenge goes live, I'll jump over to there, give it a whirl for about an hour, and then after that, it's bedtime. That is way too late. Alright, so I have... Well, actually, first, let me check a couple things. Give me a moment here. I know... Okay, I know they don't really do this anymore. But I remember back in the olden days of GT7, they would sometimes put the new Lifetime Challenge up before it actually starts. Okay, it's not there. I remember those days. I miss this game sometimes. Me too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like I have a love-hate relationship with this game. I mean, if you just want to drive around, like drive around without a care in the world, then yeah, this game's pretty fun. But there's just times where this game just ends up making you mad. Or you get disappointed. Or you find out that you have a super broken car and you're super happy about it. Well, that's me right now. Or actually, that's been me for a while. Like, there's like sometimes where I like this game a lot, and other times where I'm just okay. Hating is a strong word. I guess disappointed is a better word. Yeah, so there's times where I'm really liking this game, and then there's other times where I'm just super disappointed. Right now, I'm like in neutral. I'm kind of just here, just vibing. I mean, luckily, time trial. I love time traveling. Like, if it's a fun time trial, I can see myself just doing that for hours on end. Like, online racing, I'm going to be honest, online racing is not really my thing. But give me a good time trial and you won't hear from me for a while. Especially if it's like an extremely weird combination that I'm good at for some crazy reason. I remember, okay, so this is back in GT Sport. I remember, what was it? Oh my god, that was gonna be good, and then I had to overshoot this. But I remember St. Croix C in reverse with Group 4 cars. That was one combination where for some silly reason I was super good at it. And I remember doing a couple of daily races, but it was kind of meh. But time trial, man, I was all over that. And for those who don't remember the top 10 stars list in GT Sport mode, or GT Sports Sport mode, it was only for your region. You had to look somewhere else to see where you really were compared to everyone else in the world. So I remember, just for some reason, that combination, I was stupidly good to the point where I think I was first in the region. I know I was like super high up. And then in terms of the world, that was close. In terms of the world ranking, I was top 10. So, and that felt like a huge achievement to me. I overshot this turn again. And I see more messages. Oh yeah, and also apologies for not looking at the chat, because you guys are over here. You're like off the screen to my right, so I have to like look over here. Actually, I have to grab the phone and look at you guys. Look at you cuties. Arkies! Nice logo, by the way. Yeah. Wait, is that Cyrus? Holy shit. Cyrus, how did I not see you? Good evening. This tells you how much learning I need to do for streaming. Because I rarely stream. And then the times I do stream, I suddenly disappear without a trace for a while. And then forget everything I learned. Anyways, hopefully you guys are doing well. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, so GT Sport. Yeah, I think I was top 10 in that daily race. And then there was the most memorable Nations Cup race, where it was Sardinia windmills with Group B cars. And honestly, I think that race was hugely underrated because there was a couple cars where they were really good at that combination. So, for example, I think the Honda NS6 Group B, that was one viable car. The Subaru WRX was a fantastic car. I think it was like one of the top cars. But there was one car that Lester and I, like, I call him Uncle Lester, that Uncle Lester and I discovered that was super good. I mean, okay, it was really good compared to everyone else, but it wasn't the best because it had just a little bit less pace compared to the Subaru and the Honda. But the biggest thing about the Toyota 86 Group B car back in GT Sport, it was super undramatic when it came to the jumps. So if you don't know, Sardinia Windmills has 2 jumps towards the end of the lap. And the thing is that I think with the Subaru and the Honda, it would sometimes get unsettled by those jumps, but with the Toyota 86 Rupee car, took it like a champ. It was super stable, super undramatic through those jumps. And yes, and you basically didn't have to worry about the jumps killing you, or at least when you land. And just because of that, Lester and I picked that car, the 86 Group B car. And I still remember, like, I think our paces were top 10 in the world as well. And and to this day, I still kind of don't know why I was stupidly good at that combination. Because when I try to do that same combination in GT7, I suck. But for some reason in GT Sport, I was hella good. But I remember Lester and I, our paces were identical, and we duked it out so hard that we almost killed each other at the very end of the race. But it was such a fun race. Good times. I'm like just reminiscing now. Mikhail, how's it going? I'm cozy and chill. I feel like I don't even know how to describe. I'm just here just yapping away. This might give you an idea of what kind of streams I watch. Like there's been a couple VTubers I've been. Okay. Hold on. How long did it take before I mentioned VTubers? 32 minutes. That's a record. It took me 32 minutes before I mentioned VTubers. Anyways, there's a VTuber I've been watching lately. Like I learned about her back in June, and she just yaps a lot, and I apologize for the language, but I just fucking love it. Like I just love hearing the random things that she just yaps about. And it's like a lot of times, like I don't quite understand what she's talking about, like the topic. I mean, she speaks English, but it's just that I don't understand like the thing that she's talking about, like a piece of media or whatever. And I'm like, I don't understand, but I just love how passionate you are in talking about that thing that I don't understand. So I'm just gonna keep listening or watching. And then before you know it, 5 hours have passed, and I'm like, holy moly, have I been listening to the streamer for like 5 hours, which is pretty rare for me to do. there's. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember her name. I think it's because her name, I think her name kind of rhymes. You know what? Give me a sec. Let me look it up. I need to look it up. I mean, I know her first name is Yoro, like Yoro. I think it's Yoro. Okay, it's Yoro Yo-Yo. that already feels like a tongue twister to me. So it's like Yoro Yoyo. It's all one word. And yeah, Mikhail, I'm gonna blame it on you, by the way. Oh, I got Uma. Yes, dude. Okay, I need to ask you guys something. Do you guys, besides, I mean, Mikhail has stated that he plays Uma. I play Uma Musume. Who else here plays Uma Musume? Because, hear me out with this. This is gonna be my hot take. I used to think GT Sport and GT7 were some of the most stressful racing games I've played. Like me personally. I think Uma Musume is now the most stressful game I've ever played. Or most stressful racing game. So let me say it again. Uma Musume is the most stressful racing game I've ever played. And I've only been playing it for a couple of days. So for those who don't know, if you guys know derby racing, so like, you know, where the horses they race each other. So it's basically that, but with anime girls. And in this game, depending on the character that you picked, you have a certain amount of turns to try to train your character for that race or for the next race. And you actually see them race, but the thing is that when they go to the race, you have no control over them. That basically is like, once you're on the racing screen, it's up to your character to perform well. You cannot influence them. You cannot tell them go faster. You cannot control their pace. You cannot activate their skills. They have to activate their skills that you've taught them. And if you see them starting to fall down positions, you can't do anything about it. You can see them go faster, which is great, but then like if you're neck and neck with someone else, it gets so stressful because you don't know who's gonna win until pretty much the last second. And what makes it worse is that there are some races where you have to finish top 5, some where you have to finish top 3, or where you have to win the race. And especially for the ones where you have to win the race. If you don't win the race, it's essentially game over. However, there is like I want to say like a resource, an item that lets you retry the race, but you only get 3 attempts. And with that information, it can get super stressful. Especially if you are on a pretty good run, but for some reason, like your character just has a hard time trying to win a race. So you use up all 3 of your retries, they win that race, and now they have to go through like the final 25-30% of their career, and they have to win each race. Like, they cannot mess up. If they mess up, it's game over. And I've had so many of those runs where I'm like, please, for the love of God, do not mess this up. And actually, I just had that happen like about 2 hours ago. Like, there's this one horse anime girl. I'm just gonna call her girl. I call her Top Gun. And I'm convinced that she's one of the much harder characters because she only likes to do medium and long races. And for those long races, you need a lot of speed and stamina and power, which lets you pass the other horse girls. And I think I've already done maybe like 7 or 8 runs with her. And in most of these runs, see, now I'm just going full yep mode because I'm not even paying attention to this. I have to say this. I have done 7 or 8 runs with Top Gun. And some of these times she has come really close to finishing, like completely finishing her career mode. And in this latest one, she was she was sparking her skills like crazy. And the thing is, like, I had a bunch of stamina and speed skills. So when she starts sparking them, it adds up so much. Like, she has all the stamina she needs and all the speed to just cruise on by and win the race, like, hands down. Like, I don't have to worry. Like, I just see her just zooming on by, and it's like easy dubs. We go to the very final race. She starts to not proc her skills. So it's like she has all these skills, and for some unknown reason, she's not sparking her skills, and it is making me pull my hair. I'm like, oh my god, you just have to spark like 2 of your skills, and you will win your entire career run. I lose the first race, so I have to use the item to restart the race. She doesn't spark any of her skills again. And I'm like, what is going on? It's like, you have it all in front of you. Just use your skills to win the race. She doesn't use any of her skills. And just because her skills she didn't trigger her skills, I basically lost the career mode at the very final race. I was so mad. Like, Top Gun, you fuck. Why did you not proc your skills? You had it in front of you. All you had to do was just spark 2 of your skills, and you would have won the entire thing. Like, I would have finally completed your career mode for the first time. And you fumbled at the very end. And you were sparking your skills like crazy in all the races beforehand. Why are you teasing me like this now? Oh my goodness. So now I have to start her career mode all over again. And what makes me even more upset was that in that specific run, she had pretty good stats. And her skills were also pretty good. And now I lose all that. I mean, like, if I start a new career mode, I don't have any of those skills. But when you complete a career run, like, you do get a copy of that character from that career run, and you can use it for PvP and other modes, which is nice because she'll be useful there. But for that career mode run, I could have, like, it was so close to finishing, and then I could finally move on to another character. But no, she just had a fumble at the very end. So tomorrow I have to go back and try to see if I can get her to finish her career. So yeah, Uma Musume is the most stressful racing game I've ever played. I never thought in my life I would be saying that. I also apologize for not looking at the chats. I will look at you guys in a moment. So yeah, so if you want to live your life with constant stress, start playing Uma Musume Pretty Derby. I've honestly debated if I want to stream that game on this channel, but probably not yet. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon. I mean, to be fair, I kind of like to play it on my own time. Anyways, I gotta look at you guys now. I'm into B-Spec World. Yeah, basically is B-Spec mode with horse girls. That's a great way to summarize it, Cyrus. Yeah, welcome to gambling horse. Yeah, yeah, and then there's like the gacha mechanics. I have been so unlucky with trying to pull these support cards. So like the support cards help your horse girl gain more skill. Oh yeah, that is also true, Mikhail. Yeah, so sometimes it's hard to see exactly how ahead or behind your trainee is. Oh yeah, and then the RNG as well. Like, dude, Mikhail, I swear, I'm probably gonna get PTSD from this game. Not GT7. This game already gives me enough PTSD as it is, but Uma Musume might overtake that. Yeah, so to the 14 of you that have watched me crash out over a horse girl game, congratulations. But I swear, or, well, maybe not I swear, but what I hope is that, like, once I get a couple of the girls to complete the runs and I get them to, like, really good stats, I'm hoping that it'll snowball, like, kind of do, like, a snowball effect, so it'll make some of the other runs easier, because I've heard that there are some that are stupidly hard. I think there's, like, 2 or 3, so I think it's... I keep forgetting their names. I'm going to look them up right now. Let me open up the game. I'll let you know who they are because I have them. I know 2 of them. I just keep forgetting the other one. Hold on. I'm playing a horse girl game right now, but not really. I'm just trying to find who they are. So, okay. I've heard Haru Urara is extremely hard. And I know the real life horse that she's based on never won a race in her career. I've heard Rice Shower is extremely hard. And I've heard... Where is she? I've heard Gold Sheep is extremely... Not sheep, as in like Gold Ship. But I hear people call it Gold She. I've heard that she's also extremely hard to train or to do her career run with, because Gold She is a extremely weird or interesting character / horse in real life. In the game, apparently she has times where she will refuse to do any training except one specific training that she wants to do. So it's like, if you really need to train stamina, but she wants to train speed, well, you gotta listen to her. Because she's not gonna let you train her stamina. So that's gonna be a lot of fun once I start doing her runs. The other thing is that apparently she's a leg surger, so what she likes to do is when she's doing her race, she likes to hang out in the back, and then once the race is getting close to ending, that's when she increases her pace to try to overtake everyone. That's stressful because you're really pushing your luck. until the last moment. Yeah, I've also heard a lot of interesting things about her real life counterpart. I've heard she, like just before the race, she got extremely mad. Was it he or she? I'm just gonna say Gold Sheep. I've heard that in one of the real life races that Gold Sheep was in, the horse got so mad at another horse that they refused to race. And here's the thing: I think people bet a whole bunch of their money on that horse to win, and because that horse refused to race, they lost their bet. I've heard that people collectively, I heard it was like 1.2 billion yen or 1.2 million. It's probably million. Yeah, it's probably million. But I've heard. Actually, Mikhail, do you know that incident I'm talking about? If I look at it right now, it's gonna pop up. Gold ship, 1 point. No, it's even worse than I thought. It's not 1.2 million. It's not 1.2 billion. It's 12 billion yen. Holy shit. For those who are in America, I think that's about $135 million that went down a drain. Simply because that horse got too pissed off to race and refused to race. Like, just imagine you put a whole bunch of your money into that horse and you lose because they didn't feel like racing. It's insanity. But yeah, in the game, she's also a menace. So if you do her career run, good luck. You're gonna need it. I keep slowing down too early over here. Not that it's gonna matter, because I think in a few minutes we're gonna get the new laptop challenge. But yeah. But yeah, if Top Gun is already driving me nuts, I'm not looking forward to Rice Shower and Gold Sheep. Yep, the 12-bit meme career. Oh god. Yeah, I'm Bakushi. Oh, dude, I love Bakushin. She was my first career win. I mean, to be fair, her career mode is pretty easy. All you do is just give her, pretty much just give her speed, and then you don't have to worry too much about stamina. And then she'll take good care of you. But still, just seeing her just annihilate everyone and win the career mode is a great feeling. And then you do another career run, and then you try to get her speed skill to 1,000. Like, you love to see it. Let's do this. Man, with that turn, it's always either brake a little too early or brake too late. This one's definitely a tough cookie to crack. Oh, man. Too bad I can't get the 142. But, Ozzy Plug, how's it going? I don't know why I said it like that, but hopefully you're doing well. I'm only just time traveling around until the new lifetime challenge shows up in 4 minutes. Yeah, I figured I might as well just use this time trial as a bit of warm up to get back into using the wheel, because I haven't touched the wheel in about a week. So just trying to get used to it again. Although it doesn't help that this car has a interesting characteristic. So sometimes it throws me off. Yeah, see it? Yeah, honestly, this car has had me stunts. I keep thinking I'm braking at the right spot, but it's either too late or too early. Never in between. It doesn't matter. I think that 42.4 should definitely be safe for goals. So don't gotta worry about it once it's over. So how was Off-Kite Expo? That's a great question you asked. Dude, Off-Kite Expo was amazing. Honestly, so this was about the first time that I stayed at a hotel for a convention. Even though it's close to where I live. but it's like, I don't feel like commuting back and forth to the convention and home, so I was like, you know what? I'll bite the bullet this time and I'll take a hotel. I made the right choice. Because they had parties at the hotel I was at. Like the after parties, and dude, those were pretty awesome. But like during the actual convention itself, there was just so many things to do. I actually had too many things to do to the point where I was actually stressing out. Because it's like, I want to do this, but it also clashes with this, so I have to. What time is it? Okay, lifetime challenge is about to change. So I had to think. Okay, am I gonna do this? Go to this event or go to that event? Am I gonna meet with this VTuber or meet that VTuber? Yeah, what do? I try to do both at the same time. Had to stretch myself really thin, especially on Saturday, because Saturday was brutal. So the lifetime challenge hasn't even loaded up. But we can see that the new left-hand challenge is a blank with the Hyundai, or what's that spa? With the Hyundai N2025 VGT. Oh God. Ayo, Mikhail, going overseas? Hell yeah, dude, have a lot of fun. Recently got a rig up to 25 years in control. Yeah, it's a lot of. Yeah, this thing's a lot of fun. The only thing is that, like, at least when I was thinking about getting a wheel and a rig, I had to like really think about it. It's like, do I see myself using it in like for years to come? Eventually, the answer became yes, which is great because it's a lot of fun. Now, give me a moment because I need to update my Twitter with the new Lupton challenge. So give me just a moment, and then we'll get into this. New Lupton challenge, and then put the image. All right. Cool. All right. So I went ahead and updated. Oh, there we go. Hey, 20 million credits. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump into this and see what kind of shenanigans we're dealing with. I'm just gonna rent the car. Devil Fury. Randy, how's it going? Good morning to you. Hopefully you're doing well. It's midnight over here. I'm only going to be here for about an hour more because I have to go to sleep soon and get ready for work. Also, apologies if I forget to read chat because I'm trying to get back into streaming. Okay. Is this car electric? Oh god, it's an EV. It's an EV. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Let's get into this. So this is not the Group 1 version. This is the VGT version. Luckily, it's an all-wheel drive, so theoretically, it should be a little easier to drive. Oh, there's a lot of power understeer, though. Actually, I need to see something real quick. I want to see how much downforce it has. Curious about something. 900, 1200. Okay, so I can't go balls to the wall like the Super Formula. I asked because I was already thinking about trying to see if I can do pull-on flat out, but I don't think I'll be able to. I think you will have to brake for that too. Could be wrong. But we should be able to go through our Rouge ready on flat out. Let's see. Can we go flat out to here? Oh, easy peasy, flat out, almost 200 miles an hour. This thing is screaming in my ears. Probably gonna get even worse tinnitus after this. And break about 10 years too late. Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this already feels like a fun time trial. But yeah, I'm gonna do the placebo effect of pretending to shift gears, even though it's gonna do absolutely nothing. But yeah, very nice for another VGT to get some usage. And we're not talking about the conform version, we're talking about the actual VGT itself. Go ahead, go through ready. Rouge ready on flat out, almost 200 miles an hour. no big deal. This car takes it like a champ. I gotta find out exactly where to brake. Braking pretty early. That's the thing with this car. This car has a lot of power understeer. So that's something you gotta be really careful of. You gotta get the car pointing where you want to go. And then just mash on the throttle. Another thing is, you're definitely gonna have to get confident with the downforce. I can tell you this, I can definitely go much faster. So these are like the first couple minutes, so this is all a bit of a learning experience. Also gotta brake early because you're going a hell of a lot faster than usual. Brake nice and early before the curb on the left. I'm actually lifting through there. Alright guys, place your bets. Is Blanchiment flat out? I'm gonna try to take it flat out. It is in fact flat out. Okay, I think you brake just after that sign. Oop. And just don't touch the grass. And that's how you, or don't touch the grass because then you'll hit that cone, and that's how I ruin my life. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be fun. If you say, for those who say that this is not a fun lifetime challenge, I'm sorry, I have to disagree with you. This is fun. And even better, we get racing soft tires. That was a terrible first turn, but we're just gonna keep going. Flat out through here. Nearly 200 miles an hour. You don't get to see that every day. Gonna brake just after here. Trying to carry as much speed as possible, but a lot easier said than done. This car wants to understeer when you get on the throttle. I think that's your main culprit. You might think your main enemy, understeer. You probably have to do something really crazy for it to spin out on you. Lifting on the throttle. You'd be crazy to try to take that flat out. Which is what you're going to do here. You're going to be crazy and go through Blanchiment flat out. It's pretty easy. I'll give it this. This car is, I mean, once you control the understeer, this car is really easy to drive. I'll give it that. This car's drivability super easy. Even the Group 1 version, super easy to drive. And I got the track. Whew. Yeah, this is a fun time trial. James, great to see you. Hopefully you've been doing well. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, let's see if we can get that 154. But yeah, this is certainly. Honestly, I'm gonna have a hard time debating or thinking on the fun scale of all the lifetime challenges that we've done. If this is like the funnest one, I don't know if it's the funnest one, but I think it's up there. Hopefully, you're able to get the gold R keys. get back into this. If Uma Musume wasn't here yet, I would probably be time challenging the living hell out of this for the next 2 weeks. But anime horse girls are calling my name. I must train them and then I must scream at them for not triggering their skills when it was most needed the most. Just hear this thing just screaming in my ears. Just trying to get the car pointing where he wants to go as quickly as possible. Point and squirt, says Tijani. I agree with him right there. Because once you get on the power, this thing will just understeer like crazy. Does not want to turn. And as pull one opens up, power through there. A little bit of braking, get back on the throttle. Trying not to be off the throttle too much. Try and do a quick little lift to the staff lock. Flush them up flat out, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Gonna just after the sound right here. Again, this car would just not spin out on you. You treat this car with a bit of respect, and this car will take good care of you. Yeah, content is cursed. Oh my god. Yeah, just a little bit of a curse. Ooh. Technically, this car is supposed to come out this year. It says 2025. The future is here. But unfortunately, we did not get this car. What do we get? Anime horse girls and VTubers, which I'm completely fine with. Now I'm just starting to brake too late. Alright, I want to try to shut up a little bit before I start to talk more about Off-Kai Expo. I will say, oh god. So Off-Kai Expo, yeah, that was definitely a crazy convention. Just so much to do. There was a lot of meet and greets I had on that Saturday. I could barely hear myself because this car is screaming in my ears. I did a whole bunch of meet and greets on Saturday, and quite a few of them clashed in terms of the schedule, so I had to basically run to the next meet and greet and hope that they would let me in. Luckily, the staff were so kind and let me in, so I was able to do the meet and greet with all the VTubers I wanted to meet and that I paid for their tickets. Oh, that could have been a lot faster. I could have carried so much more speed. So I got to meet some new VTubers, and I got to say hello to some of the VTubers I've been watching for a while now. Ooh, that was really close, almost off track. Lost a bit of time, unfortunately. No, but the very nice thing is that, oh my god, this car's screaming in my ears again. You can probably barely hear me. But the nice thing is that some of the VTubers that I've been watching for a while, some of them know me. So when they saw me, like they legit recognized me. And you have no idea how happy that makes me. It's like, holy shit, you recognize me, even though you haven't seen like me, like physically me for a year. Like they know my name, they know my face, and just okay, this car's screaming in my ears again. And as silly as it sounds, it makes me so happy. It almost makes me want to tear up because, like, holy shit, my Oshi recognizes me. She fucking remembers me. Even though there's like a lot of times where I just don't like okay, I actually spun out. Even though there's a lot of times where in the streams I just say hi and I like hi and then just lurk in the chat, or some where I only pass by and say hi because it's 2 in the morning and their streams are barely starting. You me. So just trying to support them, and then they recognize you. It's like, oh my goodness, it's such a great feeling. My Oshi has noticed me. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, it's Migo and Demo. I forgot what I was going to say. I've been yapping without, I don't know. And it's so great to see you two. Hopefully you guys have been doing well. The fastest man who never sleeps. Okay. I will be going to sleep in about, holy shit. Okay. I'm sorry. I just have to say, I don't stream that much. The last time I streamed was a few months ago, but I just want to say I'm a little shy now because I just saw that there's 40 of you guys here. I apologize if I have been a bit. Okay, this hard streaming my music. I apologize if I am a bit cringy because I'm talking about VTubers, but I'm sorry. I love VTubers, and this car screams my ear again. That's what this car sounds like. Anyways, but yeah, VTubers is something that I am extremely passionate about, which is really weird to say because I guess I don't know if you want to call it as a hobby, but I know I picked it up like back in 2020, but I think that the real passion for it didn't start until 2024. Like I was only like kind of into it, and now. Like ever since last year, I just like completely fell down the VTuber rabbit hole. It's like, all right, guys, let's see how far this rabbit hole goes. Oh man, but anyways, yeah, I'm a weirdo, but I am very happy to admit that I'm a weirdo because I'm yeah. As one VTuber said, be whimsical. What does that have to do with this? I don't know. But I like that she said that. Anyways, how you guys doing? You're listening to a man who is getting sleepier by the second. Who is starting to get a little shy. I'll read the chat in a moment once I mess up. Okay, I think I messed up enough. Okay. But yeah, I'm sorry for my yappings. Migo Demo, great to see you again. What do I mean? I know, Mikhail. I'm sorry. Have a good night, Pug. Great to see you. Take care. Yeah, this car is understeer simulator, but it's also really fun. And I just yeah, I just love that this car is so easy to drive. I still remember there was a video I made a while back. Hold on. Yeah, thank you, Migo. It's just that I think it's rare where I just go on a complete tangent about something. I just say, oh yeah, let me just talk about this for a little bit and then try to lock in on this. I kind of just decide, well, I'm just going to talk about whatever. I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm kind of... How do I say this? I feel like I've been restraining myself too much for God knows how many years. So I feel like that at this point I'm just going to be like, fuck it, and just do whatever I want with this channel. I mean, I'll still do GT7 stuff. Don't get me wrong with that. I'll stream whenever I have time. I'll make videos whenever I have the time. I'm just gonna do whatever I feel like doing in this channel, and I'm gonna enjoy it because I'm gonna be doing things that I want to do. if I feel like making a GT7 video, I'll do it as this car screams into my ear. If I feel like making a video or a stream about horse girl racing, anime horse girls racing, okay, maybe you won't see that soon, but the thought of it is nice. If I feel like making a video about some silly racing game that I discovered that does not involve anime horse girls, you might see that. Anyways, what was I saying? I don't remember. You have to do a super quick lift there. I'm trying to see if I can lift off the throttle a little bit less. Right, do it just right. That's going to be a lot of time gained. I overshot it. Just a tenth off. Shaheen, how's it going? Great to see you. Oh man. Yeah, there is multiplayer. I know it's mainly PvP between random people and those in your club. But to be honest, I don't care about where I rank in PvP. I'm just doing it for the resources. So yeah, I don't care where my trainings finish. I just want the resources. It's only career mode where I legitimately stress out. Because I want my girls to do well. will say, as much as I don't like, what's it, when we go back an hour. Well, I think I had to pile on. When we go back an hour, I do look forward to doing the time trial streams as the new one comes out, because that means I'll be doing that for 2 hours instead of one. Because once the time goes back an hour, the new left-turn challenge will show up at 11 p.m. over here instead of 12 a.m. as it is now. But yeah, as I was saying, yes. So I saw earlier that I had 40 people watching. Hi, I'm Mista. I'm trying to stream again. You can say this is my comeback stream after a quote-unquote hiatus. A hiatus that isn't really a hiatus. I've just been busy. I kind of want to do whatever I want with this channel. Mainly racing games, but maybe a couple random things. And as car streams into my ear, I just want to have fun. That's the main thing. I love having fun. I love vibing around and just doing stupid things. Every now and then in real life, I actually do like to do stupid things. Stupid things that make people laugh. That's also a bit cringy. But I only do it for my own amusement. I just like having fun. Who doesn't like having fun? Being silly and all that jazz. I'm just vibing around in a good racing game. What you define as a good racing game, well, that's up to you. Could be GT7, could be iRacing, could be ACC, could be Turismo Sim, which if you like that, you're a menace to society. Because that game stresses me out, but I like it. I need a break earlier. Oh, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this thing around. Never mind. Just like the road, I like to yap about whatever and see where that takes me. And if you haven't noticed, I like VTubers as well. If you like VTubers, I like you already. If you're in this channel, for whatever reason, I like you already. Yeah, to be fair, I do take breaks every now and then from GT7 for whatever reason. Sometimes I just don't feel like playing it. Sometimes I'm a little too busy to be able to play it. Okay. Now comes the part where I try to overdrive the car. Oh my goodness. I don't know how Fortnite is like now, but I remember playing Fortnite back in Season 3. Dude, that was so much fun. That was one of the only games that my brother and I played together. Sadly, he's usually a bit too busy nowadays to play any games. But Fortnite was one of those games that we played together, and it was a lot of fun. We sucked at the game, but it was still a lot of fun. But then we kind of just moved on from it. But still, it was a nice little stint that we had at Fortnite. I will say, I don't know if they still do this, but I remember the 50v50 mode, where it's like, there's like one team of 50 people, another team of 50 people. that was my jam. I don't know if it's still a thing in Fortnite. I might reconsider re-downloading it because that was my all-time favorite mode. I just love how we spawn different sides of the map, and it's like there's 50 of us, just like, just lollygagging or trying to get resources, and then eventually like the storm forces us together, and it's just like a massive firefight. That was so much fun. And then you get surrounded by a whole bunch of enemies, and you try taking them all out, or you try reviving your teammate, and in the midst of like a huge firefight. That was so much fun. Like, it just gets so chaotic. And yeah, 50v50 was all time my favorite in Fortnite. Like, whenever it showed up, I would just be on it all night long. That sounds so wrong. I don't know if it's still. If it is, I might re-download it so that whenever it pops up, I'll be on that. I'll be on that jazz. Yes. You have my curiosity, Shaheen. Now you have my attention. But my DGS score would take a hit with this one. My struggle for gold high down. Yeah, to be fair, I mean, I'm not the greatest with high downforce cars either, so I can already see me struggling quite a bit. I mean, I'm already struggling, but I can already see the struggle happening as the weeks go on. Gosh dang it, Shaheen. Now I have to re-download Fortnite. I'll have to see if I even have space for it. If it's a permanent mode, oh my god, I am sold. Because I think it'll only pop up for like a while and then it goes away. At least back in the day. I don't know how it is now. That was so much fun. Let's see if I can lock in for a little bit. I cut that corner too much. Let's see if I can do a 53 before I have to end the stream. I probably have like 30 minutes left. Yeah, 30 minutes left. 310. It shouldn't be too bad. Famous last words. And of course, sometimes I forget that there's that little baller there. Alright, take care, Damo. Thanks for stopping by. But just you two, and make sure, don't take my word. Yeah, no, I'll definitely check it out. Because, yeah, 50-50 or red versus blue. I love that mode. And Need for alright, I haven't touched Need for Speed in quite a while. What was it? I think the last Need for Speed game I touched or played. I think it was the 2015 one. I think it was just called Need for Speed. I remember playing the story mode, loving the way that the game looks, and then I never touched it again. I still think the graphics in that game phenomenal. Please turn, please turn. Gotta try to get that car pointing where you want to go before you get back on the throttle. I overshot this turn by a country mile. I barely touched the bollard. I thought I had it. Alright, Mikhail, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. And yeah, if you play more Uma Musume, good luck. Anyways, let's get back into this. Gonna see if I can try to get the 153 before it is bedtime. 12:37. We can do this. It's probably going to be much faster at the times, but if I can get a 153 tonight, I'll be happy with that. Overshot that turn. I'm not a happy camper. I just barely touched the bollard. Remember, guys, don't touch those green things. Actually, no. This is me, you, me, and this thing that loves to scream. I keep forgetting I need to slow down earlier. Got a little hesitant. That was a much better turn. Alright, just gotta get the last breaking point down and we should be easily into the 53s. we're overshooting this turn. Oh, this is my... Oh, that was not a 53. I just had to overshoot the final breaking point like an idiot. Oh, but we know it's there. Can I do it in 19 minutes? Let's find out in today's episode. Unfortunately, shot that turn wide. Okay, it's gonna be one of them. Well, two main issues with this card. This checker card combination. One, this card's loud. Two, really easy to overshoot your breaking points, and three, really easy to understeer. So there's three things to take away from the stream. Brake a bit earlier than you might think. Get the car roll through the turns, get the car pointing where you want it to go, and then get back on the throttle. Brake early, adjust the volume on your headset so this car doesn't scream at your ears. That's kind of it. I slow down too much. Oh, I just had barely touched that thing. That sounds wrong. Alright, let's try this again. Turn it around. But I should make it four things. This car it might look scary, but in reality, this car is pretty easy to drive. Like this car is for. I think I can say this car is pretty forgiving to drive. You have to really try to make this car spin on. That's the thing. It's really easy to get on the throttle a little too early, be a bit too aggressive on the throttle, and then you just find yourself understeering off of the track. I just barely had to touch that wall. The brakes is a little too early for turn number one. Keep going through it. Let's see what we can do. think that was a bit faster. Yeah. I think if you let the car roll through the turns, it's like letting off of the throttle. The car will definitely turn in a lot more. And you won't struggle as much as on the steer. There we go, that's it. That's the 53 right there. Bam. I'm pretty sure 52 is possible. Let's see. Has someone said a 52? I have a feeling someone already has. Close. Close. I mean, Tijani's already at a 53 once, so yeah, I have a good feeling that it's not if someone will set a 152, but a when. Yeah, a lot of fun. This time trial honestly is a lot of fun. We still have 4 minutes left. Give me a moment. I completely forgot that the VGT version is EV. But yeah, you still, yeah. While you can't take Puhan flat out, you do have to slow down before it. You just got to remember that you still have quite a bit of downforce to play around with, so you can definitely carry quite a bit of speed through the corners. Just trying to find that sweet spot. Knowing when to brake, knowing when to turn in, and then go for it. Did my time get invalidated? I thought I had a 53. Well, I think this hasn't loaded. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I was saying, why is it still showing a 54? I was about to panic. I think he just didn't update right away. Alright, I could see if we can try to improve just a little bit more. Not really counting on it, because there's only like 10 minutes left, but I think it's worth a try. Here we go. Don't get too okay, and then thing number 5, is it 5 or 6 or whatever? Don't get too greedy. Rouge Dredion. Before you know it, you end up poking off the track. Not counting it with how much, or there's little time left. But the thought of it is nice. Maybe when I come back to this later in the week. I brake too early. Just a little too early. Hopefully I don't have dirty tires, but we'll just keep rolling with it. Definitely going to be off by then. so easy to think that you got the right turn in or the right moment to turn in, and then you just barely clip the bollard. I think if anything, that's enemy number 2. And then enemy number 1 is understeer. That wasn't too bad. So, already poking into the 53s this early into the night. Honestly, I'm already satisfied. I'm already pretty happy with this, given that there's a short time. And then I'm already getting sleep, so it's getting a little harder to concentrate. P.O. Is this a new daily? Maybe. Hopefully you've been doing well, P.O. Great to see you. Although I'm only going to be here for a few more minutes because it's almost 1 in the morning. And I gotta wake up nice and early for work tomorrow. Or, well, it's already tomorrow. Not tomorrow, today. If you understood that reference, bow out. We're onto something good here. And of course, I end up ruining it like an idiot. Oh well. I'm blaming it on my sleepiness. I mean, there's still a bit of time left. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna be honest, I'm crashing now. I'm getting a little too sleepy to concentrate. Just a few more minutes, and then I can go to sleep in peace. I mean, I already can because I got the time I wanted. I love those little spoilers on this car. They look cute. Lost a bit of time there. Oh, I thought I could send it. The answer is no. I think that's gonna be enough. I guess we could. Actually, I want to take a look at the lap. There you go. We already got Mr. Tidgeny in the 52, so 52 definitely possible. I'm gonna see if I can try to get a 52. A low 52 before this lap time goes. Before this lap time challenge goes away. But yeah, honestly, I highly suggest giving this one a try. It's pretty fun. Unless if you don't like EVs or high downforce cars, then don't try this one. I need water. But that was the new left challenge. Spa Franco Challenge with the Hyundai N 2025. This is the full-on VGT version, not the Group 1 version. So this one is an EV. It's still all-wheel drive. It is flipping fast. Honestly, to me, really easy to drive, but it understeers quite a bit. So gotta get the car pointing where you want to go, and then get back on the throttle. Just almost a slam back on the throttle. And then you can definitely lift off the throttle, let the car roll through the corners, and you should be able to get through the corners easy peasy. I think honestly, I want to be honest. I think Puhan is probably the weirdest corner, because when you enter Puhan, you're honestly, to me, it feels like you're in that awkward middle range where you have some downforce, but not enough to carry a lot more speed. Because I noticed that when you're coming out of Puhan, you're accelerating out, so then now you have a lot more downforce to play around with, and you can just really stick it to that corner. But it's just like entering Puhan, it just feels a bit like you're kind of like a no man's land in terms of downforce. Like you still have some downforce, so you can still carry some speed, but I feel like it's a little easy to think that you can carry a lot more speed, and then you just end up understeering off of the track. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, if you're not big on high downforce cars, I can definitely see this being difficult. But in my opinion, it's still fun. It's a fun time trial. But alright. It's about to be 1 in the morning. I have to be up in a couple hours, because I have this thing called work. Ew. But that's how I get my bills paid and my school loans paid. Did I pay my school? Okay, yeah, I did make my payment. And that's how I get my cute VTuber merch. Alright, but that's going to be it for tonight's stream. Thank you for stopping by. Whether you're here for a minute or for the entire duration of the stream, my wrist is itchy for no reason. Yeah, feel free to leave a rating on the stream. Thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs up if you didn't like it. Thumbs up if you're a cool person. Thumbs up if you think you're a cool person. You're a cool person, so press the thumbs up button. Honestly, this is a lot more fun than I expected. I am very tempted to try this again next week, where I do 1 hour of one of these time trial. Oh, not that. Actually, you know what? I can include those. Where I feel like, okay, so as of now, because the Lifetime Challenge spawns, or it changes at midnight over here, I'll start the stream at 11 p.m. my time, and then I'll just do 1 hour of one of these time trials, whether it's a daily race time trial or the Lifetime Challenge time trial. I guess whatever I feel like doing. And then once the new Lifetime Challenge comes up, then we'll switch over to that, get a feel for what that's like, and then call it a night. And then whenever the time goes back, then we'll worry about that bridge when we get there. Yeah. Pio, Arkies, Mikhail, Shaheen, Damo, Randy. Who else? Migo, Pug, James. Who else? Randy. I think I said your name again, but Randy, Cyrus, and that's all the chats let me see. thank you for stopping by, whether you're lurking or chatting or whatever. I think I already said that, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end stream. But first, I have to do all this jazz to actually end the stream, because the keyboard's right there. And I only have one monitor on right now, because I would turn on the second monitor, but I have the fan on, so can't have both on at the same time. But alright, now I can end stream because I have my hand on the mousey. Alright, take care everyone, good night, or for those of you in Europe, have a good day or morning, because I know some of you guys over there. So have a good day, have a good morning, and for us Americans over here, or whoever's in North or South America, whatever, yeah, good night, go to sleep.